So here is the interesting part of the situation is that my intentions in life are never to hurt anyone. It's quite the opposite of that. So if people are working against that, am I the problem or are they the problem? Because they would love for me to believe that I am the problem. If I am the problem, then they are no less a problem for me than I am for them. So tell me why I'm a problem if I'm dust and you are also dust. What's the problem? What's the problem with me telling the truth about my life and keeping the names of the interest of my case private? Generally, when I tell people my real name, they mispronounce it. So then when I tell them what my name means, they understand how to say it correctly. But typically, I'll tell people to call me in short what my family calls me for a pet name, except for one who has a specific pet name for me that she calls me, which is my 8-year different sister. And I said something in a previous video that now has been removed. Whether or not people have listened to it or not, the information is out there somewhere. This I do know. I said that I have a 6-year younger sister. What I meant was is that my 6-year younger sister and I are the youngest daughters. And there is a 6-year difference between she and I. She is 6 years older than me. I am the youngest. I have a sister who has other sisters and a brother who look white but are Portuguese because their mother's mother looks white. And she is just a slight bit darker than her own mother, but she lived in the desert, so her skin picked up color, right? So my 8-year difference sister, her father, and her stepmother have 3 daughters and a son. She came with kids. Do you understand? She came with children that were not his, but they were his because they were living where he was living. And that particular sister's father is a jack of all trades, like literally. The man could split a full California phone book in two and toss it into our fireplace when I was a child. He could carry a complete old school refrigerator on his back by himself, never mind a dolly. I'm not playing. So this man has, I said, 9 children with my mother. It would be 6 children with my mother. I have a set of twin brothers that my mother and my 8-year difference sister's father have. My mom had that many children with that man and a set of twins, one of which is in Pelican Bay. One of which, Pelican Bay, was mentioned on a particular panel at a later time. Yes, I heard you. And I also heard you being quieted to have said that. by the other person that was on your panel when you mentioned it? So if you all think that I'm the one with histrionic personality disorder or narcissism or any of those things, you're sadly mistaken, because that would just be me mirroring you. My mother tells me to be brave for this very reason. No, you don't understand me if you're trying to use those tactics against me, because I see what it is that's being done, which is why I am where I'm at, and which is why I talk about what I talk about. But you all don't like that, though. You know the truth. If you all want to be out there trying to track me and figure me out, who are you? Where did you come from? Unless I've invited you in. And if I've invited you in, it's because I can be loyal to you and understand and hope and work with Jehovah along those lines. Other than that, I can't do anything for you if you're working against that. From family to friends, associates, whatever you want to place yourself under, which title, label, whatever you want to call it. I see humans, I see people. I don't like a lot of behavior. A lot of behavior has affected my family in a very negative way. The abuse ends with me. And if you're against not abusing me, yeah, you have a problem on your hands. Who do you think you are?